It's Friday, May 15. Welcome to your Barbados Video Evening News Update. Our top story. Prime Minister Mia Mottley this evening declared that the appointment of Deputy Commissioner of Police Oral Williams is valid and legitimate. More than a week ago, Opposition Senator Caswell Franklin charged there was no provision in the Police Act for a second Deputy Commissioner, and Attorney General Dale Marshall this week admitted that the Act did not make the provision, but Parliament would make the necessary changes when sittings resume. But Mottley told reporters following a tour of the Hyatt construction site at Bay Street, St. Michael, that Senator Franklin got it wrong.
The fact is that Mr. Williams' appointment is therefore lawful. Let me start with that. The second point is this, that the Public Service Act, under which I signed that order, impliedly repeals the provision of the Police Act that calls for a Deputy Commissioner of Police. And if Senator Franklin really wanted to be accurate, he would have told the country that the section of the Civil Establishment Act that he was relying on has been repealed since 13 years ago, when the same Public Service Act was passed. So to begin with, he is on wrong footing, because the section of the law that he referred to no longer existed in this country for over 13 years.
The Prime Minister further explained that it was Commissioner of Police Tyrone Griffith who wrote the Ministry of Home Affairs asking for a Deputy Commissioner and an Assistant Commissioner of Police.
The leader of the Democratic Labour Party ought to have turned to her right or her left or behind her, because I'm not sure to which one, where the General Secretary stands. But the General Secretary of the Democratic Labour Party was the chairman of the Police Service Commission that interviewed in 2013 I believe, both Mr. Williams and Mr. Boyce. They then proceeded to put Mr. Boyce to act for 5 years. Sorry. You know when Mr. Boyce was appointed? In the middle of the general election campaign. Mr. Boyce was appointed on the 1st of May 2018 by a police service commission that was chaired by the General Secretary of the Democratic Labour Party, as he now is. And then we are going to have people tell us about who is being appointed for improper reasons. But I go further. The same Police Service Commission put Mr. Oral Williams at the top of the list and said that should a need arise between now and the next 2 years, Mr. Williams should be appointed as Deputy Commissioner of Police without need for further interview.
In other news, work on the site of the proposed Hyatt Ziva at Bay Street is well underway. The demolition of buildings is expected to continue over the next 2 weeks, and thereafter, the developers will move full speed ahead. Developer Mark Maloney this evening revealed there's an opportunity for Barbadians to invest in the mega property.
20% of the project is going to be open for investment from the public, and we're working through the details of that now. A portion of that will be open during the process right now, so that people can come in earlier for less, and then when the project is finished and the risk side of it is out of it, that the construction is up, then they'll come in for more at that stage. So all of the mechanics and details of that are being worked out right now.
He assured developers are committed to the project and remains confident it will yield big dividends for Barbados.
We have right now in this project almost $20 million that James and my money in this project, no bank money, our money in this project. And we're committed. We're committed now more so than ever. The whole world has been through and is going to go through difficult periods and adversity, but we believe that there's more opportunity for us now. James and I were just talking. We're excited now more so than ever, because there are not many projects like this in the Caribbean that are ready to go. And the ready-to-go projects are the projects that people are going to keep going with. Projects that are further back in the pipeline are going to be a little more difficult, because people are putting their resources towards stabilizing their businesses. And then projects that haven't started are probably going to be a little more difficult. This is significant. It's significant for us, for Hyatt, and this will be ready at the perfect time. 2 years from now, we'll have an amazing project for Barbados that is You know, it's going to have all the technologies that are going to be available for treating to COVID. So all of those things up to this week, we were meeting with our mechanical and electrical team, and we were talking about all of the touchless systems and all of those things. So it's exciting for us too, because we're going to be the innovative ones that will be coming out of the box right away.
But even as the Hyatt project gets underway, government and the Merchandani family are still at odds over the sale of the beachfront property. Government had acquired the land to facilitate the construction of the hotel. Attorney General Dale Marshall says there's been no headway, but government is still open to settling the matter.
Given that we are still at an impasse, it is now for the Merchandani family to follow the process under the legislation, and that is that they can apply to the High Court to have the value settled. And this is not something that's novel or land acquisition that has been here for many years, and there are many matters, even pending now, where owners have sought recourse to the courts and asked the court to arrive at a value for the property in situations where we can't. But we are still willing to sit down with the family. We've offered as much as $12 million to the Merchandani family, and at every step of the way, it's been turned down.
He also addressed concerns raised by the Merchandanis about access to thousands of dollars of stock left behind at the liquidation center.
We give the Merchandani family month after month after month, extension after extension, to be able to remove the stock. The stock is theirs. The government doesn't want to be paid no claim for it. But because of their refusal to remove it, we were at an impasse. We had acquired a building, the property had vested in the Crown, but we couldn't take possession of it simply because the Merchandani family would not move out their merchandise. So we had to follow another legal process which allowed the court to give the government possession, and that was done. They had opportunities to move it out. Up to now, they still haven't. So we've had to take matters into our own hands. At every step of the way, we've made sure that the stock is secure, that it's kept safely, it is still their stock, and we would like very much for them to take it and to turn it into dollars and to get their business going again.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To regional news now, Guyanese students are not happy with the Caribbean Examination Council's decision to host regional exams in July. Amel Griffith of HGP-TV News reports.
This decision has sparked mixed responses from countries across the Caribbean, with Jamaica and Barbados openly expressing disagreement with the proposal and calling for a postponement of the examinations. There has been no official word from the Ministry of Education regarding their position on the issue. However, this decision by the CXC body has not found favor with local students scheduled to write the Caribbean Secondary Examination Certificate CSEC, who are questioning whether this move is in the best interest of their health and well-being. They noted that globally, all major examinations have been postponed until further notice amid health concerns. Queen's College student Shanae Bashk stated that she was preparing to sit 15 subjects at the upcoming CSEC examinations when the unprecedented COVID-19 outbreak swept the world by storm. She opined that many students will suffer if the examinations are administered during this COVID-19 period, since many students would have lost their motivation and drive.
Now it seems that writing them in July, while we had this whole period, we had about a month break where we had no classes, nothing to do. We just had to work on our own, not even sure of whether or not we'll have these exams or even classes or schools to reopen. And that break, it kind of made a lot of us lose motivation. So even though we know we're supposed to have exams in July, a lot of us aren't working as hard as we used.
On the international front, Air Canada plans to lay off at least 20,000 employees as the COVID-19 pandemic continues to wreak havoc on the airline industry. Effective June 7, the layoffs will impact more than half of the company's 38,000 employees. The move comes amid ongoing border shutdowns and confinement measures that have tanked travel demand, prompting Air Canada to ground some 225 airplanes and slash flight capacity by 95%. That's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media and bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM.